Welcome out, everybody. This is week 2 of Veteran Voices. My name is Dr. Albright, in case you forgot from last week. Um, and during week 2, we're going to be covering veterans as political actors and social leaders. We're going to specifically cover the topics of veterans in political movements and leadership roles. So that is veterans that are serving and founding political movements and social movements. But then also we're going to cover some key historical events like the Bonus March, the Vietnam Memorial, and the founding of the VA. For this week, your reading assignments, you're going to be reading in Warrior Writers, pages 296 to 319. That is the last pages of the book. The reason that I'm having you read the last pages of the book primarily is because I want you to capture the afterword of the book, along with the biographies of the people who were part of the book, right? Who produced the book. The reason I want that is because this book is a result of a veteran social movement, political movement, um, one that is aimed at, creating a place for veterans to um, express themselves, to write and to create art, and to have that writing and art published in a book. For some, that's a gateway to publishing other things, to creating other things. And for others, it was just a way to express themselves and feel heard. Both of those things are important. Um, I'm also having you read chapter 2 of Tribe, What Makes You an Animal, or War Makes You an Animal. And I would like you to discover what they say makes you an animal, because that's a specific reference near the end of the chapter. Um, the reason that we're reading this today does kind of go hand in hand with the Warrior Writers reading this week, and that is it tells sort of the backstory behind the author and how he got to where he was and what sort of his influences were. So I think it's an important chapter for you to understand the author and for you to strike out on an understanding of the rest of the activism that he engages in as well. For viewing this week, there is a PBS documentary on YouTube called The March of the Bonus Army. It's all about how veterans who were promised money from the US government um, were denied that money. Congress refused to pay it out. And so they marched on Washington and occupied a certain area outside of Washington for a period of time until and there was a lot of violent opposition actually to the veterans at that point. It's sort of unrecognizable when you think about the way that veterans are treated in today's society. So it's an interesting piece of history and one that I would like you to consume in detail. I would also like you to write a short analysis of the effectiveness of the bonus army. It's just going to be 2 to 3 pages. That is double space times New Roman 12 point. Um, the reading reflection is separate from that. That's around 100 words, and that goes in the discussion area. The discussion is create a post that briefly describes a political movement that was led or founded by veterans. And I want you to respond to 2 others who are doing that. That's going to be a part of what we're doing this week and part of that discussion area. When you're responding to 2 others, try to give a substantive response, even if they haven't given you much to work with. Probe a little bit, ask them questions, and try to get a response that makes sense to you. And do respond to those if you find that somebody's responding to your initial post. I'd like to create a place where people are having discussions, not just fulfilling the requirements of the assignment every week. So that's the homework this week. Um, I will have a brief lecture on some of this stuff later on, but I just wanted to give you the introduction this week. So there you have it. All right, see you around.